It's 1 week later, just when the team at HK&K began adjusting to a brutal new wave of tariffs. The political winds shift again. Trump has paused many of the proposed reciprocal tariffs for 90 days. But for Chinese imports, he's doubled down. Now, Rashida calls the team back together, determined to end the confusion and lay down a clear path forward.
Thanks for making the time again. I won't sugarcoat it. I'm exasperated. I'm sure you know the tariffs we were reacting to last week are now paused, except for China, where things just got even worse. By the end of this meeting, I'll give a clear decision on what we're doing. But first, I want to hear where we stand. Carlos, start us off.
Roughly 70% of our SKUs are China-sourced. With this new round, we're looking at total tariffs of 145%.
Wait, 145%? That can't be right. I've seen 125% as the figure.
Whether it's 125%, 129%, or 145%, Sam, it's brutal. The exact number doesn't matter. The impact is the same. It's hitting us hard. Whatever the level, they all pose an existential threat to HK&K.
Sam, what are you hearing from customers?
Non-stop phone calls. Everyone wants to know what we're doing. The ones I know best admit they're making the same calls to every supplier, and no one's giving them a straight answer.
Same signals here. There's a lot of confusion, and we're not alone in being caught in the crosshairs. My take is customers are waiting for someone to move first.
Whatever tariff level we use, I can give you SKU level impact. COGS, margins, duty. I've got it modeled and ready to update quickly.
Brian, your pivot tables are key, but let's not forget, it's not just tariffs. Freight, insurance, warehousing, they're all creeping up. Recovering tariff costs is one thing, but we need to protect cash flow overall. We can't come up short on this.
So you want to pad the increase? What are we talking about here? 8%? 10%? More?
Monica, realistically, how quickly could we source from outside China?
Not fast. Other countries aren't equipped to handle the volume, and shifting takes time. Ask Apple. They've spent years trying to diversify. The fact is, every U.S. importer is chasing the same suppliers, and it's not as though those factories are waiting around for our orders. They're already busy with existing customers. And like us, they don't know what to plan on, particularly when these huge tariffs adjust us on and off as DC changes the narrative. Truth is, they'd rather take orders from Europe, Japan, anywhere else right now. So yes, we're in a long line, and it won't be easy to make quick switches.
I'd be cautious about chasing other geographies. Sure, 90 days of pause sounds nice, but let's not forget, Trump did the same with Canada and Mexico. Gave them a window, then slammed the door with 25%. In truth, I wouldn't even bank on this pause lasting.
Agreed. Chasing country of origin changes isn't practical right now. And Marcus, your skepticism's noted.
We need to talk about pricing now. I've got duties due next week that exceed what we paid the factories. There's no way that's sustainable. If even we decided to run our credit lines for the next month, we'd max out before then, with nothing left if tariffs lurch again.
I hear you, but we're dancing on a moving floor. Prices are bouncing all over. But if we don't start shifting customer expectations now, we'll be chasing our tails.
You all know I don't want price increases at all, but what's worse is dodging the question. Customers know something's coming. We shouldn't sugarcoat it any longer. They know something bad is coming down the line. I just don't think we can keep dodging the central issue. What are we doing with prices? And in all this madness, we need to give clear communication on what we're doing, and that means adjusting prices now.
Fair point. Let's stay focused.
Rashida, you know I respect your leadership, but we're at a deadlock here. You need to give us direction. We're out of runway.
You're right, Marcus. Time to make a call, Sam. I want your take before we go further. I propose we increase list prices to cover the additional duty costs, plus a 30% uplift. It's not just about survival. We need room to breathe.
Honestly, I hate it. The tariff passed through, fine. I'll swallow that. But adding 30% feels like overkill. We could lose volume we might not get back.
Sam, other costs are going up. We need a buffer.
I agree with Carlos. And let's be real, prices are going to fluctuate. And in my opinion, we can't keep holding old prices on forward orders. If tariffs fall, we'll hear from customers soon enough. But if they rise even further, we must have headroom to recover the extra cost.
That's exactly what worries me. Once we open the door to constant pricing changes, it's hard to close it.
Enough. Here's what we do. Starting Monday, apply the exact additional dollar cost of new tariffs to each SKU. And add 10% on top, not 30%. 10. Brian, help the team implement this. Carlos, ensure we're tracking the duty payments tightly. Monica, no sourcing shifts unless I approve them. And one more thing. This decision is final. I don't want dissent leaking out of this room. From here on, customers and suppliers hear one voice, HK&K's.
In a week of policy whiplash, Rashida makes the call, limited increases, targeted to duty costs. But with more tariffs still possible and competitive silence everywhere else, can HK&K hold its ground? Or will the pressure to cut corners creep back in? Stay tuned.
If this episode struck a nerve, now's the time to follow Survive the Tariffs on your favorite podcast app. New episodes are coming fast. Real situations, real decisions, no fluff. And for exclusive tools, strategy updates, and our full webinar lineup, visit survivethetariffs.com and sign up. The next few weeks could shape the future. Be careful, you don't want to get left behind.